Welcome back to Good Day Columbia. A flop for Facebook. The social media giant made a major move by going public, but on its first day of trading, its stocks were barely above opening price. So did Facebook make a mistake? Our tech expert Steven Miano, owner of That Computer Store, is here to give us some insight. You know, we're talking all things tech this morning. Good morning, Steven.
Good morning.
Facebook has been plastered. Every headline, it's been Facebook. You know, Zuckerberg got married.
Big news,
you know,
yeah.
This going on, et cetera, et cetera. So, Steven, the first question, even before the IPO, consumers were in outrage that Eduardo Severance, he moved to denounce his citizenship.
This crazy stuff, yeah. The co-founder, he's from Brazil,
Okay.
and he stands to make a ton of money off of this.
Yes.
And before the IPO, he renounced his citizenship and said, I'm now a citizen of Singapore, which doesn't have a capital gains tax. He's going to pay an exit tax. He's going to pay taxes on everything he made up until he denounced his citizenship. So basically on the gobs and gobs and gobs of money he's going to make, he won't be paying taxes on that in the US. So a lot of people are really not happy about this because,
Yeah,
I mean,
you benefited from America all these years.
and that's the argument that a lot of people are making. You know, the counter to that is, hey, you know, it's his money, this is legal. Of course, there has been legislation to make this not so legal, not just because of him. You know, this is just one in a long string of tax shelter moves that a lot of companies are doing. So, but yeah, a lot of controversy there. He really made a lot of people unhappy.
Pretty interesting. Now, what about the stock itself? You know, it opened at $38. You know, making the company worth around $100 billion.
Yeah, flirting with estimates between 90 and like 116 billion. It went up to about $42, and as of Tuesday, it was down to $31. It's gone, yeah, it's dropped pretty dramatically in a short period. That's
pretty interesting. You know, so what's the bottom line here? You know, should we all go out and buy Facebook? Because even me myself, you know, me and my wife, we thought about it.
Yeah, we were talking about it before the segment. You know, 48% of Americans think that Facebook is not going to be relevant in 2 years. GM just announced that they were pulling over $10 million of advertising from Facebook. They're going to keep their Facebook page active. They said they still have a lot of friends they want to communicate with.
Wow.
But yeah, I mean, you know, if it drops down into the mid-20s, I'm going to probably buy, even though, I mean, it's going to go back up. It'll at least go back up to the opening price because a lot of big companies have money invested in that. But yeah, I don't know if it's going to be a long-term stock. I don't know how relevant it's going to be in a few years.
That's pretty interesting. So what happens if buying Facebook literally flops? I mean, will it become obsolete like MySpace then?
You know, a lot of people think so. And historically, after the dot-com bubble burst, when companies like this go public, they generally don't last super long. You know, they have to change their focus, and it changes the formula and kind of spoils it for them.
That is pretty interesting, and you know, just to seeing how the stocks and I mean, we're trying to figure out, so what's next for Facebook at this point? You know, you're having all these different changes.
They now have to answer to not just Mark Zuckerberg and crew. They have all the shareholders they've got to answer to. So you're going to start seeing some business practice changes. They're going to get more aggressive in how they market their data. They have to now because now they have a board and a whole bunch of shareholders to answer to.
Wow, Steven Miano, owner of That Computer Store out in Irmo, giving us all the lowdown we need for technology. And also for those of you that need some help with computers, technology, anything, cell phones, you know, definitely give them a call. That Computer Store in Irmo, and Steven will get you straight.
Thanks.